Ciao, ciao.
Alles was im Becken lässt. Und dass man die Schriftanlesung hat.
Richtig.
Autogramm?
Ja.
Andreas?
Yes.
Hallo.
Ott, please. He's okay.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Tak se ještě zavolám. Tak zatím. Jo, Ulve. Čau.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Já do toho vidím jako hubelíko.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, vi will do it.
Thank you.
Oh. Danke.
Alles gut?
Ja. Alles Gute für die Ralle.
Yeah, thank you. We'll do our best.
Yeah.
We'll do our best.
What's your plan?
No, we'll try to push, huh? For sure, we'll try to push. We'll try. Yeah.
You join the end rally again?
Thank you.
Yeah, it would be nice. Why
Lunch
not?
was nice in the brewery. You remember?
Yeah. This was great. And is Daniel here this weekend?
No, I think not.
No.
He's just, I think, maybe down there in Austria.
Yeah.
But here we are just, I think, before. We need to work for sure.
Yeah. Andreas to work. But he sold the business now, right?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On the stage.
Torstein!
Hey, Taka.
Taka probably knows. When do we start stage 1? Do you know what? He doesn't know.
We just for co-drivers.
All the best and good.
Nobody knows.
I think you can ask all drivers, nobody knows. I'm pretty sure. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, we are going to move on to our FIA WRC Support Championships. And from WRC2 we have Yohan, Rossel, Nikolay, Gryazin, Filip Mareš. And from WRC3 we have Filip Kohn. Big support for the local drivers, of course. One of the Philips, can you maybe pass the microphone to Yohan and we'll start with him. Yohan, first of all, love the helmet. Paw Patrol for your son, brilliant. has that been a fun thing to be doing since Chile?
Yeah, I think a lot of people speak about that. I don't know before it's an amazing creation, but yeah, so happy for it.
Things got very interesting in Chile when you won that rally. You have one more point scoring round. Does that mean all or nothing this weekend?
Just to be safe at the beginning, I think. Not to do the same mistake to last year when I push on the limit every stages and I am off-road after 3 or 4 stages. For sure the car worked very well on tarmac. It's still a long time to crash a rally, but yeah, the test was good.
This is maybe a little sort of discussion between the two of you, but you are teammates, you're both very fast drivers. How do you support each other? How do you work together?
Just trying to make some noisy sounds in the night in the hotel, just not make him sleep. The only way.
Is that true, Yohan?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's never easy to have these guys next to me all the year, but it was a pleasure.
But there's some fun times as well, yeah?
Yeah.
We'll move over to you, Filip Mareš. You got quite the applause when you came up on stage here. It's your second time in the World Rally Championship. What is it like to be back? What is it like to be sitting on that stage here in Prague, in your home country?
Yeah, it's a really special moment for me, because to be here in WRC and to sit on this chair in Prague on our home event is really special, and I'm really happy and really, let's say, I would like to thank all my sponsors and all of sponsors who made this possible, because it's nice to be back in WRC after 4 years. And I would like to mention that 2020 Rally Sweden was not the longest WRC event ever. It was very short on it, so it's like our real premiere in WRC, and I'm really looking forward to the stages.
Now you know these stages. You are from Czech. What are they looking like, and how do you drive fast on them?
Honestly, I don't know the stages. Just a few parts of the second, I would say, longest stage of the Friday. I know from local rally in Czech Republic, but the rest is completely new for me. I didn't do a recce last year, so it's completely new race for me. But I know the country, I know the profile of the stages. It's really familiar to me, so I would like to be fast in there, but it's WRC, and there are just fast drivers and fast teams, so we will try our best, and let's see where we are.
Thank you very much. Filip Kohn, you're competing in WRC3. You're also a fresh ERC3 champion. What is it like for you to be sat on the stage here in Prague in your home country?
Thank you. Hello everyone, thank you for coming here. It's a pleasure to be here always. Last year was amazing, we won it. So this year with a new team, I'm doing with M-Sport Poland. Some new setups, new roads. So I'm looking forward to push on.
So tell us a bit about your experience on the recce. How much work was it? What were the stages looking like?
The stages look much cleaner than last year. Otherwise the recce was super easy. Quite short, to be honest, so the most relaxed recce in WRC for me, but enjoy it, and I just want to be in the car already.
That's nice with a good relaxing recce. What is the support like? Here, you know, at a WRC event, your home event, you know, so many people are coming out to the stages.
It's amazing. People around here are really into rally, so always the stages are full of people with lights and everything. So I hope they will be again pushing like hell and pushing us drivers to do flat out.
Perfect. Thank you very much, all of you. Best of luck in this rally. Isn't this a stunning day in the center of Prague? Huh?
Yes.
Nice. Very nice.
Very nice. Cyril, what a position to be in for you guys at the penultimate round of the championship. A 17-point lead over Toyota and a solid 29-point lead in the Drivers' Championship. You came into the team, you made changes, so how does it feel to be in this position right now?
It feels good. It certainly feels good. It's also a rally that we like. It's a rally that we won last year, but you know, things should never be taken for granted in general in life, and probably more so in motorsport, and even more so in rally. So we know that things can change very, very quickly from one corner to the next, from one stage to the next, from one rally to the next. So let's keep on doing what we've been doing. Be pragmatic, be focused, be spot on in terms of execution, and let's see what we can do. But it feels good, but it feels also that we can waste it very quickly. So we need to stay extremely calm about what's at stake.
It all seems quite friendly. Is there any sort of tension? It's a small gap in the championship. Jari-Matti, you guys aren't going to go down without a proper fight. What is the atmosphere like right now between you?
Well, I would say the nice thing, in the WRC is the family spirit we have. That we can be here and discuss and joke, and then when our drivers are competing, they do it on the stages. But that makes it nice feeling. But for sure, we want to fight. In Chile, we managed to bounce back. We had two difficult events before that, and now we try to keep it open. And actually, I hope for the championship that all the titles would be only secured at the last rally of the season.
That's a good point. We all like it to be close competition, and we see that now between all three teams. We also see M-Sport with Adrien picking up several podiums this year. How good is that for the championship right now, Jari-Matti, that everything is so close?
Generally, I mean, for the people, for the sport, and all the personals involved, it's exciting. If the championship is decided already 3-4 rounds before the end, I mean, you will always lose a bit of interest for it. But now we can keep the interest on, and it's good for everybody. It's for the drivers, and like I said, also the spectators and the people who are watching it back home, the TVs, the rallies. So it's great for everybody.
And a bit nerve-wracking, I'm sure, for the three of you. Rich, what are your thoughts on how close it is between the three teams?
I mean, I'd love to be a little bit more involved than we are, but it's easier for me to watch because our strategy is very different. We just come to every rally to do the best we can, but these two guys have got some more pressures on the championships. But I think Thierry's in a very strong position. He's had a very strong year, driven very well, and I'm pretty sure he's going to do what he needs to do, which will be fantastic to see. And but this rally provides lots of opportunities and excitement, so it's a good opportunity for us again. We've had a good test coming here, so looking forward to see how the weekend pans out. And today and tomorrow is a bit different for the crews, a little bit more of a pressure on them to get through with no problems, so it's going to be an interesting weekend.
It would also be great to hear from the three of you. This rally, 3 different countries, we've got remote services, just the logistics around everything. How tricky is it? Start with you, Rich.
Yeah, it definitely adds some complications, but I think this is what people have said they want rally to be: a little bit more flexible and a little bit more opportunity to go to different places and see new crowds, different crowds. So we can't allow the excuse of logistical issues or problems or complications to get in the way of what we want the sport to go. So it's nice to see different parts of the country, different parts of different countries, and take the sport to 3 countries in 3 days is something we should be very proud of. So I think it's a great plan. A few things to tweak again, I think, before next year, but in general, it's been really well done, and well done to the organisers for such a difficult job in coordinating 3 completely different ASNs to get this championship round together. So yeah, well done to them all.
Yeah, it must be very tricky. Cyril, a few comments from you?
No, I totally agree with what Rich just said. I think it's a great opportunity, great experience to be bringing rally to different type of audience, to different nationalities. It's also a reminder of this place and the history that took place in this area of the world, and it's great to be creating bonds through sports between cultures, between nations. I would simply say that I believe that it's definitely a direction to take for rally. The one thing is that we are not really fit for that exercise. We tend to be quite fat organization. We have lots of people. It depends between which team, but we have close to 100 people as far as we're concerned that are involved in a WRC event. So moving 100 people between countries is a big challenge. So I think that thinking ahead, and as there is lots of discussion going on for the future of WRC, I think we should definitely be lighter, such that addressing this type of challenge is easier than what it is now.
Jari-Matti, a few comments from you on the logistics and the remote services that are going to happen this weekend?
Yeah, for sure it is a bit of a challenge with the logistic, but as being a fan of rallying, and I've seen the phases of the rallying in the last 20 years. It used to be like this 20 years ago. We went different places with the remote services. I know that necessarily everybody is not in favor of the remote services, but there is a good side of it, because you can bring some exciting stages for the drivers. You are more limited when you are always in the same place, and also then you can have also new fans, and you can give opportunity more for the fans. So in that sense, I'm also in very much favor this kind of event. So for sure, it is for the organizers a challenge, but they have managed to do it really well.
Cyril, you have a champion in waiting, and he's waited a long time for this. Runner-up in the championship 5 times. What has your experience been of him so far this week? Is he starting to show it a little bit, or is he fairly calm and cool?
Very calm, very, very cool. Anyone who knows Thierry knows that I think we are talking about him, huh?
Yes, we are. Yeah.
We don't see his name. So anyone who knows Thierry knows that how focused he can be, how professional he is, how hard worker he is, together with Martijn also. And their approach to this rally was no different to any other rally in the season. And I think as long as he do it like that, it's how it can pay off. Rally is also an endurance sport. Sometimes we need to play the long games and be patient. So we've been patient so far. We should not, waste it close to the closure. But until closure, till things are done, they are not done. So again, let's be pragmatic and let's be focused about our objective, about the risk that needs to be taken. I expect those guys on my right are going to push hard. So we should be wary not to fall into the trap that they will be living on for us in the weekend.
Oh, they will certainly push hard. You also have Ott Tänak and Andreas Mikkelsen is representing Toyota, 8-time world rally champion Sébastien Ogier. And representing M Sport Ford, Adrien Fourmaux. Thierry, wow, here we are, penultimate round of the championship. What a story you've had so far this season. You could clinch the title this weekend, but like we just heard from Cyril, you are cool and calm as ever. But tell us, how are you feeling?
Yeah, obviously if Cyril tells that, that's obviously the truth, but overall at the moment still quite calm, to be honest, and somehow excited to kick off the rally. Obviously the waiting between the last rallies now always feels very long, and I obviously want to go ahead as fast as possible, and being back on tarmac, it's always nice. I enjoy that surface, and driving on tarmac I always felt comfortable, so I'm pretty happy to be here. I think it's a great event which is ahead of us in terms of characteristics, in terms of difficulties, and overall the profile, and the rally itself in 3 different countries makes it very exciting. And we've seen last year it was a very popular event, lots of spectators, so that's what we are looking forward this weekend.
So how many Belgians do you think are here this weekend?
I don't know, there was a lot last year, there obviously and much more this year for sure, but it's always great to have that kind of support, see that our Belgian supporters are behind us and cheering for us, and somehow vibrating with us as well, so that's cool. Now, I mean, the rally is still to do, nothing is done yet, and for sure it won't be an easy job, so that's why I try to stay focused throughout the weekend, have a bit of fun as well. I think that's important in the situation we are in as well, and then don't panic.
A good idea not to panic. Martijn, what started as a late call-up before the 2021 season has led to 4 seasons of you two driving together. What has this time with Thierry been like?
Not boring, quite interesting actually, the last couple of years. But yeah, we had some good fun already until now, and still enjoying a lot our cooperation.
Seb, you've clinched a world title 8 times, and the lead up to the very first one, that's pretty special, isn't it?
For sure it is, because it's the highest point you can reach in the sport. So of course it's emotionally a little bit more difficult to handle. On my side, there was actually quite a big lead on the first year, so it helped to be more relaxed. Thierry have also quite a decent lead now, so I think it's helped as well. But still, you have to finish the job. It's never over till it's over. So for sure, yeah, it's. I can remember still this time for me, and that special time to leave. You have to enjoy every second, because somehow when you reach it, also it's. Sometimes, I mean, it's great for sure, but sometimes it's actually then, okay, that's it now it's done, what's next? But no, I mean, most important is, yeah, now we have 2 great rally ahead on tarmac, back on tarmac with normally a bit more consistent condition to fight. Hopefully this weekend with the dry weather should be better than last year here, where the first cars were really flying out very easily. So yeah, on my side, happy to be here with a nice weather, and also want to enjoy this last 2 events.
It is nice weather, isn't it? We didn't have the best weather last year, so that's nice to see. Adrien, you've been having some fun lately on tarmac. That looked like a pretty great experience at Rally Legend. Has that given you some good motivation for the weekend?
Well, it was definitely a nice event, a lot of spectators, and a really nice atmosphere. It's a big show, so it was nice. But now we are in Central Europe. Last year I did the rally. We won it in the WRC 2 class, so it was a great event, even with the really tricky conditions. Yeah, we can expect this year much better condition. It's sunny, at least we can see the sun. But it's going to still be a big challenge. And but let's see what we can do, and we'll see on Sunday.
We have some questions for you guys from Instagram. This is to you, Thierry, from WRC Portugal. They're asking, if you become world champion this weekend, what will be the first crazy thing that you do?
It's a good question, but obviously I have no clue. I didn't think so much about it, to be honest, and I came here. I mean, if not everybody would remember me, probably I wouldn't take so much attention to it, but I don't know, I have done a lot of crazy things in my life. I always have also another good idea and new ideas. But I think at that moment, you don't know how you react and how it will be. I mean, obviously we are chasing for a while that title. I had enough time to train. That's probably also why I feel ready now, but yeah, I don't know. Probably I would have a dream, that's for sure. But how much, I don't know.
So what was the first crazy thing you did after your first title?
Good question. For sure, a nice celebration. That's required. I'm sure we will have also more than 1 drink in this moment. But I bought a nice car to myself, and I still have it these days, and I think I will keep it forever.
Sounds good. Maybe a nice car then, Thierry.
Another one, yeah.
Another one, yeah. Martijn, this is from Daisy Rose 441 on Instagram. If you could co-drive for one driver back from the 80s and 90s, who would it be?
No. Sébastien was not driving it. Anyhow, it doesn't matter what year it is. It's a dream to do a co-drive with Sébastien Loeb in a Xara WRC car, so maybe one day.
Maybe one day. If he's watching right now, he might give you a call after this.
I'm waiting, Sébastien.
Okay, question for you, Seb, from, can't read that, Lena KTS on Instagram. She's asking, what's easier for you, tarmac or gravel? And what makes that one easier for you?
It's a very good question. I often answer this by saying that actually what I love with rally is to have both, and that's what is super cool, that we often change and every events are so different one to another, and I think that's what I enjoy the most. I think I would be bored if I would only tarmac during a season, and the same with gravel, so it's more about the characteristic of the rallies. Maybe some are nicer than others, I would say. And if it's gravel, I like when it's smooth and not like, let's say, about pure driving and not rough, and try to survive the roughness. And if it's tarmac, good question. I like Monte Carlo, obviously.
Obviously. Adrien, I have a feeling I know the answer to this due to your recent experiences. If you could bring back one rally from the past that isn't on today's calendar, which one would it be?
Corsica.
Why?
Because it's proper tarmac event. Really challenging, beautiful stages, beautiful island. So definitely Corsica.
Very cool. Now this is a question...
I'm sure we'll see also.
Yeah? Is that the same for you, Seb?
For sure, one off, but I think there's a few. I can also think Rally GB was great to finish the season there. There's a couple of rallies we would like to see back for sure.
I'm sure all of you have noticed that Yohan Rossel has a Paw Patrol helmet this weekend because he promised his son, if he won in Chile, that he would paint his helmet, and he has. So here is a question from Edward Donnerbright to all of you. If you could put any cartoon or cartoon character on your helmet, what would it be?
Jerry.
Like as in Tom and Jerry?
Yeah, try to catch me.
Very good. Seb, quite a few people are asking you about next year. Are you going to come back and try again for a 9th title?
Unfortunately for the fan hoping for it, I will say again no. It's a situation I'm very happy where I am right now. I am happy with the fact that I have more time for myself, and we just talk about kids, and with my son I really enjoy a lot seeing him growing and having this luxury situation of still coming on some rallies, actually this year more than expected. I of course enjoy it, especially when the speed is there like it was for me this season. But I'm not feeling to come for full time and the stress going with it, and the let's say schedule going with it. So it's not planned, but some rallies I should be there. Monte Carlo to start with, that's not a surprise, and then we'll see, but probably less than this season.
Okay, thank you very much. A big weekend ahead. All the best of luck to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Stejně jako v tom loňském roce odváme kolik závodníků a zahájí oficiálně druhý ročník středoevropské rally. Pojďme na rozhovor.
Filip Mareš, Czech Republic, Czech driver, Prague. How does that feel right now, leading the World Championship event out?
I have no words, to be honest. It's an amazing atmosphere here, and to be first on the podium on this race is really special, and I would like to, let's say, keep this moment in my mind for the rest of my life. So that's a special moment.
And some words in your home language for all of the people around here.
Já bych vás chtěl všechny pozvat k tratím rychlostních zkoušek, ať nám držíte palce nejenom v naší posádce, ale všem českým posádkám i všem dalším samozřejmě, a užijte si tyhle krásné závody spolu s námi.
Filipe!